How's it going, guys? I am Matthias, and today I've got a little something special for you. 50 facts about me. Cue boredom. If you haven't already clicked away from this video, that means you're somewhat interested in me. I don't know why, but hey, let's be friends. These are in no particular order, so let's get started. I am allergic to stone fruit, which means pretty much any fruit with a pit. I'm also allergic to tree nuts, which means any nut that grows on a tree. At least I think. I don't want to say pea. Pea is such a gross word. Anytime a meal is about to be served, I have a strong urge to urinate. I'll head to the bathroom, not like where I'm standing. I haven't played any type of sport since I was 11, unless you count golf as a sport, and then I played that once or twice. I don't have a middle name. When I was about 4 or 5, I actually partially bit off my tongue and had to have it sewn back on with cat gut, or whatever it's called. The type of stitches that dissolve after a period of time. I've been to over 40 of the 50 United States. For about 2 months of my life, I lived in Pennsylvania, and about 2 years of my life, I lived in Florida. When I was a kid, since my dad worked for Disney, I could go to Disneyland literally any point I ever wanted to, so long as I could find a ride. I'm a very picky and particular person, but I don't really have favorites. Of the favorites that I do have are food, burgers, drink, beer, movie, Inception, favorite movie with Amanda, The Holiday. That is a guilty pleasure. We've seen that like over 10 times. I'm sorry. I made my first video in 2002, before YouTube even existed, and still only my family's seen it. Actually, there's a bunch of videos that the world has never seen. Vintage Matthias, am I right? Actually look like I'm dressed like vintage Matthias right now. One of my biggest pet peeves is intermittency. Pretty much chaos. Pretty much things that work one time and they don't work another time. I don't know why that happens, but I hate it. My entire channel is based around happiness and making people laugh, because I feel like if I don't focus on that, I won't be. I actually still hate my ears. I love pretty much anything with sugar in it. I love bread. Bread?
We can't go back to wheat again.
That. Sandwich.
That's got bread in it.
Burger.
You can't stop thinking of bread, man.
I know, I love bread. Too much. I wish it were socially acceptable for adults to play with Legos. I mean, come on. Star Wars everything. I actually didn't start wearing glasses until this year. I have what they call a slight astigmatism, where your eye is shaped like a grape and not like a ball. I could grow a beard in high school. Am I right, ladies? And back in high school, I actually started my own clothing line called Slide, where I sold over like 200 shirts. This was like 9th grade. I was in more than 3 bands in high school. I also actually used to play live shows, although never more than 100 people were there. I am obsessed with productivity and efficiency. There is not one to-do application on the Mac or iPhone that I haven't tried. I am obsessed with tech, gadgets, and gizmos. I want them, and I want them all. Amanda allows me to have a geek budget so I don't break the bank. I am a recovering appaholic. Appaholic. App. I've literally downloaded thousands and thousands of applications. I don't know why. There was a point in my life when that's the only thing that I could do. It's the only thing that I had control over. But now I don't download more than 100 apps a week. I hate cables. My goal in life is to see cables go extinct, and I will have a burning party of all my cables, and you are invited. My grandfather won an Academy Award. My dad and grandfather are both rocket scientists. Yeah, I got a lot to live up to. Back when I used to dirt bike with my brother and father, I hit a patch of sand and dislocated my shoulder. Almost all of my creative ideas come to me when I'm in the shower. I actually have this waterproof pad of paper and pencil. It's really awesome. I've never watched anime, and nor am I interested in it. I went to film school for so many years. I'm obsessed with fitness trackers, whether it's the Apple Watch, the Pebble, the Fitbit Force, the Fitbit Flex. You know what the sad thing is? I don't like to exercise that much. Lettuce makes my mouth water. It's the strangest thing. Whenever I hear someone chewing lettuce, whenever I see lettuce, or hear it cracking, my mouth just salivates. In 11th grade, I went the entire year without wearing a jacket or a sweatshirt. I don't know why, but that was definitely something I was proud of. Self-help books are some of my most favorite books to read. Insight into your own mind is a very powerful thing. On that note, I actually like to meditate. Every morning I wake up between 6:45 and 7 a.m., no matter what time I went to sleep the night before. Seriously, I could have gone to sleep at 3 a.m. I have a deathly fear of anything having to do with teeth, whether they're being pulled, whether they're being punched in the face. I literally walk out of movies in theaters if someone loses a tooth. I love science fiction films. In fact, sci-fi is my favorite genre. I have a fear of heights. It's not a crippling fear of heights, but it's a fear. I'm also claustrophobic, especially with my feet. If I can't move my feet, oh, I freak out. My worst fear, and the fear that drives almost every choice that I make, is that I won't leave my mark on this world, and I will eventually be forgotten. I hate bacon. Ah! Hey Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a like and let me know down in the comments below if you relate to any of these. I'd love to hear about it. And if you'd like to learn more about me, check out these other videos and follow me on Twitter at Matthias I Am. And I will see you guys on Friday.